Good day, aspirants. How are you all? Hope you are doing good. Okay, chalo, today let's make this day count. Okay, coming up with new current affairs for 16th July. There is a community in the news because of unique thing they are asking for. Let us try to understand what they are actually asking for and who are they, what are there, what is their ideology, what they are following, what is their belief system and all. Okay, so they are, these community are called Ravidasyas. So Ravidasyas are community which are in news recently. So because they have gathered in Punjab area, renewing their long standing demand for separate Ravidasya religion, separate Ravidasya religion category in the census. So usually in census, the census list consists of a column called religion, so where you can identify yourself as either Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Buddhist, whatever religion you are following, or atheist. So whatever you are following, you can actually identify in that. So with respect to this community, Ravidasyas a community, they are asking for separate category in the religion status, which means they will be recognized. Okay, who are they now? They are a Dalit community. They are a Dalit community who are basically following the teachings of Guru Ravidas. Guru Ravidas, remember his name. They are following the teachings of Guru Ravidas. So mostly concentrated in Punjab's region, Kapurthala, Hoshiarpur, Nawancher as well as Jalandhar. So ఈ regions లో ఉన్న పంజాబ్ లో ఉన్న దళిత్ కమ్యూనిటీ హూ ఆర్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ద టీచింగ్స్ ఆఫ్ గురు రవిదాస్ యొక్క టీచింగ్స్ ని ఫాలో అవుతున్న దళిత్ కమ్యూనిటీస్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో, సో దే ఆల్ ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఫర్ రవిదాస్యాస్ అనే ఒక రిలీజియన్ యొక్క సపరేట్ కేటగిరీ కావాలి అని చెప్పేసి అడుగుతున్నారు. దే ఫాలో ఏ హోలీ బుక్ కాల్ అమృత్ బాణి అనే ఒక హోలీ టెక్స్ట్ ని ఫాలో అవుతున్నారు, కంటైనింగ్ 200 హిమ్స్ ఆఫ్ గురు రవిదాస్ యొక్క 200 హిమ్స్ ని వాళ్ళు ఫాలో. లెట్స్ లుక్. సో విల్ సీ ఇన్ ఎ మీన్ వైల్ హూ ఇస్ Guru Ravidas. Okay, so they believe in the core concept of Begumpura. So ఈ బేగంపుర కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటి అంటే, దే షుడ్ క్రియేట్ అన్ ఐడియల్ city free of sorrow, fear and inequality. It's not like an individual, ఒక ఇండివిజువల్కి ఫియర్ లేకుండా, ఇన్ఈక్వాలిటీ లేకుండా, సారో లేకుండా ఉండడం కాదు, బట్ entire city should be free of sorrow, fear and inequality. So remember, entire city should be free of sorrow, fear as well as inequality, not single individual. Okay, they have a sacred pilgrimage site called as Govardhanpur in Varanasi లో వాళ్ళకి ఒక sacred pilgrimage site ఉంది. So who is this Guru Ravidas? So Guru Ravidas was a Bhakti movement saint who rejected caste and emphasized nirguna. So nirguna is nothing but formless worship of God. Okay, this is all about Ravidasyas. So from this area, there can be a question in your examination key. So identify the following community who are following the teachings of Guru Ravidas, who were following the teachings of Guru Ravidas. Okay, so they believe in the concept of Begumpura. They have a sacred pilgrimage site at Govardhanpur in Varanasi, and they believe in Nirguna, formless worship of God. And recently they were in news asking for special category or separate category in the census. Identify the community. They are called as Ravi Dasyas. Okay, so next, coming to another topic, Greater Nub Island. Recently, so you see from past, probably from past 3 to 4 months, Strait of Hormuz has been in news, constantly been in news. Every other day, Strait of Hormuz has been a point of discussion for everybody. Likewise, we need to learn the geographical aspects of Strait of Hormuz. Similarly, yesterday what happened was US Central Command. So what they have done, they have carried out airstrikes on Greater Nub Island in the Strait of Hormuz. They were targeting Iranian defense installation. So what is this island? What is this island? We need to discuss about. It is a very small island of 10.3 square kilometers in the Persian Gulf near the entrance to Strait of Hormuz. Okay, it is not the exit of Strait of Hormuz. It is the entrance to Strait of Hormuz. Okay, so it is under Iranian control since 1971. From 1971, Iran has been taking care of this island, which is the entrance to Strait of Hormuz. It also hosts naval facilities as well as airstrip. So along with Lesser Nab and Abu Musa, it overlooks a strait carrying of fifth of the world trade. So world oil trade లో జరిగే trade లో ఫిఫ్త్ పర్సెంటేజ్ ఫిఫ్త్ మొత్తము కూడా ఈ స్ట్రైట్ ఆఫ్ హార్మోస్ గ్రేటర్ నబ్ ఐలాండ్ నుండి జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, సో అండ్ వీ షుడ్ ఆల్సో రిమెంబర్ దాట్ there has been a long standing dispute between Iran as well as UAE with respect to Greater Nab Island. So we need to remember this. So there can be a question in the examination like identify the following island island X. Okay, so recent exams they has been question on Mr. X identify X, etc. Okay, so remember there can be a statement like this: identify the island X which has been in news. First point, it makes the entrance to Strait of Hormuz. Second point, it has been a long standing dispute between Iran as well as UAE. Okay, the third point, Iran has been controlling it since 1971. Identify X island. What is the X island now? Okay, clear? So this can be a question from this area. If you know the concept clearly, it will be quite easy to answer this. The next piece is, which is in news, recently researchers have confirmed a new species of African monkey. Okay, African monkey, which is called as Colobus congensis in the rainforest of Democratic Republic of Congo. So Democratic Republic of Congo lo Columbus congensis అనే ఒక ఆఫ్రికన్ మంకీ స్పీసీస్ని ఐడెంటిఫై చేశారు. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫౌండ్ బిట్వీన్ లమోమి అండ్ కాంగో లులాబా రివర్స్ ఇన్ డెమోక్రటిక్ రిపబ్లిక్ ఆఫ్ Congo. So locally it is called as Lick Valley. Okay, it is found between Lomami and Congo. So Congo river ni akkada Lualaba river ani kuda antaru. Lualaba river is located in Democratic Republic of Congo. Ee Democratic Republic of Congo lo oka African monkey ni new species ni find out chesaru, that is Colobus congensis. Only the fifth new African monkey species identified in 75 years. 75 years lo it is the fifth monkey to be identified. It is not the first one, remember. So there can be a statement that this is the first African monkey new species to be identified. Okay, we should remember that. Next one, normal ga unna కొలబస్ ఉన్న దీని స్పీసీస్కి దీనికి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి అని అంటే, ఫ్రమ్ ఇట్స్ క్లోజెస్ట్ రిలేటివ్ కొలబస్ satinus about 4 to 5 million years ago. So it diverged from, which means it got deviated from the 4.5 million years ago నుంచి ఉన్న స్పీసీస్ ఏదైతే ఉందో కొలబస్ satinus నుండి it got diverged. Clear? 4 to 5 million years ago. Next one, it is recognized by glossy black coat, cape-like fur, orange cream facial markings. It has a distinctive roaring call. So what are the identifying features of Columbus congensis? So glossy black coat, cape-like fur, orange cream facial markings and distinctive roaring call. Okay, so these all features we need to remember to identify Columbus congensis. So researchers recommended an endangered listing given in its small and restricted population. So as of now it is not given any IUCN status because it is recently discovered. So that is the reason the researchers are recommending to give it endangered listing. So from this area there can be a question like identify what is Columbus congensis. So simply there can be a statement, it is a new African monkey species. First statement. Second statement, it can be Indian new monkey species. The third statement, a new kind of disease which has emerged in Democratic Republic of Congo. Fourth statement, it is a form of software which has been recently developed. All this can be asked in your statement. Until and unless we are clear with the name and with the concept, it will be very difficult for us to answer. So that is why be very clear with the concept. The next topic we will be discussing is mobile phone manufacturing scheme. So union government yesterday it has given in the PIB that it has approved mobile phone manufacturing scheme with a budget outlay of 62,500 crore. 62,500 crore. Clear? So it aims to scale up production, deepen domestic value addition, and build globally competitive Indian brands. The main aim of this project is to scale up the production of mobile phones, okay, to deepen domestic value addition, again to build globally competitive Indian brands. So the scheme runs for 5 years, financial year 2026 and 27 to 2030 and 2031. Clear? Is it clear? Be very precise while you are studying. Next, incentives on eligible scale ranging from 2.25 to 5 percentage. It is not static. For every manufacturing, it is not going to provide 5 percentage nor 4%. It ranges from 2.2 percentage to 5 percentage. Next one, additional incentives up to 1.5 percentage linked to sourcing domestic components. So if the company is sourcing domestic components, if a company is ready to source up the domestic components, then actually it can get a up 1.5 percentage of incentives. Next, extra 3 percentage incentives on eligible sales for design, research and development, and to encourage Indian patents. Okay, so similarly we can actually quote this in our mains examination also. Mobile phone manufacturing scheme has been doing a wonderful job. It is giving a graded like incentives which will help in the manufacturing sector of our country to create more employment opportunities. Clear? So remember this scheme, mobile phone manufacturing scheme, so with a budget of 62,500 crores. Clear? Coming to next topic, Korku tribe. So Korku tribe are in news. We need to learn from which part they are in news, and what they are in, for what reason they are in news, and what is the unique nature, what language do they speak, what religion do they follow, so what are the unique features and all. Okay, is there any something uniqueness of them? That is all very important for us to understand for our examination. So Korku tribe, they are indigenous Korku community of Madhya Pradesh, have demanded removal of encroachment from forest land. Clear? So in our country, at one or the other place, every tribal people are demanding to stop or to stop encroachment from the forest land. They wanted to preserve and protect the forest lands. Okay, so they belong to Munda or Kularian group. So this can be your statement. Clear? They are found mainly in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Maharashtra Melghat region. Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra Melghat region. Munda or Kolarian group, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Maharashtra Melghat region. So Korku language is listed as endangered by UNESCO. So they speak Korku language. As per UNESCO, ఇండియాలో నియర్లీ 197 ఎండేంజర్డ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. Okay, so as per UNESCO, there are nearly 197 endangered languages in our country. So one among them is Korku language. Korku language is also an endangered language, so which means it is under threat. We need to protect that language. They perform a traditional Gadli dance. So simple ga, they can ask you in the examination, Gadli dance is a traditional dance performed by which of the following tribes? That is Korku tribe. So women have a specific tattoos called as kalar godai. They have a tattoo. Women usually have a tattoo called as Kala Godai. Okay, they perform traditional dance called Gadli. Women have a tattoos called as Kapar Godlai. Their language is Korku language, which is endangered language by UNESCO. So they are primarily cultivators. They commemorate the death with memorial pillar called as Munda. So they always remember their loved ones or their dead ones with a pillar called as Munda. The unique practice of them is they practice self governance through a traditional system called as Chavadi Shwasahan. Chavadi Shwasahan. Chavadi Shwasahan. There can be a question in the examination. Chavadi Shwasahan is a self governance system, traditional practice system, which is followed by which of the following tribes? It is Korku tribes. Okay, so clear, is Korku tribe clear? So we need to remember from which part they belong to, which language are they speaking, what is the dance they are performing, so what are the women unique feature, and also how do they commemorate that one, and their self governance system. Clear? Next topic, capacities program. So capacities program is in news, and we need to remember why it is in news and what is the significance of this. A recent event marked the decade of progress under capacities program. So which is for, why it is meant for, the program is meant for low carbon, climate resilient urban development. Low carbon, climate resilient urban development. So remembering or what we are facing, extreme amounts of heat, delayed monsoons, extreme amount of humidity, peaks in the temperature, so growing amount of urban cities. So for all these, the government is trying to set up low carbon, climate resilient urban development. So the uniqueness of this program is that it is funded by Embassy of Switzerland to India and Bhutan. So it is not the individual program of Indian government, but it is funded by the Embassy of Switzerland to India and Bhutan. So along with India, there can be a question in your examination. Along with India, which of the following countries is also funded by the Embassy of Switzerland for capacities program? That is Bhutan. So along with India, Bhutan is also receiving the funds for capacities program. It is launched in the year 2016. So now it is 2026. It is a decade. So the decade progress, the government is remembering the decade of progress. It's build capacity of Indian cities for low carbon and climate resilient development. It is implemented by ICLEI South Asia, South Pole, and E-Concept National Institute of Urban Affairs is the knowledge partner. Remember this, there can be a question. Which of the following institutions is the knowledge partner of capacities program? National Institute of Urban Affairs. And it supported cities like Coimbatore, Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Vadodara, and Udaipur. Coimbatore, Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Vadodara, and Udaipur. So, under capacities program, which of the following cities has been supported? So, this can be a question. Okay. So, establishment of permanent net zero and climate action cells in 6 project cities. 6 project cities lo kuda నెట్ జీరో అండ్ క్లైమేట్ యాక్షన్ సెల్స్ని సెటప్ చేయాలి అని చెప్పేసి ప్లాన్ అన్నట్టు. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ కెపాసిటీస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వీ హ్యావ్ మహానంద వైల్డ్ లైఫ్ sanctuary. Mahananda Wild Life Sanctuary. So why it is in news? Because West Bengal government has decided to shrink the sanctuary's eco-sensitive zone from 5 kilometers to 1 kilometers, which has to be a noted point. Okay, so eco-sensitive zones are the zones which actually observe, which actually act as a protectant for massive urbanization. సో మనం urbanization వల్ల చేసే డిస్ట్రక్షన్ అంతా ఏదైతే ఉందో ఈ ఎకో సెన్సిటివ్ జోన్స్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటాయి. దే యాక్ట్ యాజ్ ఎ షాక్ అబ్జర్వర్స్ టు ప్రొటెక్ట్ అవర్ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అనేది ఆ బిలీఫ్ సిస్టమ్, అండ్ ఇట్ ఆల్సో happens. So under Environment Protection Act, basically eco sensitive zones are not fixed, they are flexible. So Act did not give a fixed Fixed kilometers of fixed kilometers act did not provide for the fixed kilometers of eco-sensitive zone, but rather it has given flexibility to the government to decide how many kilometers of the land will be under eco-sensitive zones. So this West Bengal government is trying to reduce 5 kilometers eco-sensitive zone to 1 kilometers. It is located in Darjeeling district between Teesta and Mahananda rivers at the Himalayan foothills. This Mahananda river, which has led the name of Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary. Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary. So, notified as sanctuary in the 1959, mainly to protect Indian bison and Royal Bengal tiger. So, irrespective of what it is in the news for, the government or the examiner can directly ask you Indian bison and Royal Bengal tiger are mainly protected in which of the following wildlife sanctuary. Okay, so Teesta River and Mahananda rivers are lying at the in which of the following districts of West Bengal? Darjeeling district. Okay, so clear these reading in between lines is important for us to understand the MCQs. Okay, vegetation ranges from riverine to dense to mixed wet forest across the wide altitude range. It is home to tigers, elephants, leopards, clouded leopards, and around 243 bird species. Isn't it not worth to protect the eco-sensitive zone? I think rather government should make from 5 kilometers to 10 kilometers rather than reducing the size of eco-sensitive zone. A seasonal haven for migratory birds arriving from Central Asia. సెంట్రల్ ఏషియా నుండి వచ్చే మైగ్రేటరీ బర్డ్స్ మొత్తము ఇక్కడ రిసైడ్ అవ్వడం కోసం చూస్తాయి బికాస్ దే ఆల్రెడీ హ్యావ్ 243 బర్డ్ స్పీసీస్ యాజ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. They all can have good friendship. Okay, so Mahananda, this is all about Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, so here we need to remember the district, those two rivers. Eco-sensitive zone is not fixed but rather it is flexible for the government to decide on. So what are the two unique animals that are protected in this Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary? Clear? So this is all about Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary. Moving to another topic. Tukachi Abad Sahayeshwar Temple. Tukachi Abad Sahayeshwar Temple. Okay, so here we need to remember this temple. Very unique thing about this temple is that it has won UNESCO Asia Pacific Award. UNESCO Asia Pacific Award for Cultural Heritage, distinction for Cultural Heritage Conservation in the year 2024. Recently, Tamil Nadu government with 5 crore project has actually renowned the temple. That is the reason it is in news. And that is why we need to focus on the temple, its architecture, and it was built by whom, in which district it is located, in which state it is located. So these are all the important things that we need to focus on. The temple restoration has drawn renewed attention as a model heritage revival following its 2024 UNESCO award. After the award has been received, the government has tried to model of heritage revival. Okay, it is a Shiva temple on the banks of Arasalar River in Tanjavur district, Tamil Nadu. So remember, this is very, very, very important. Tukakachi Abatsayeshwar temple is located on the banks of which of the following river? On the banks of river Arasalar River, Tanjavur district, Tamil Nadu. So it origin traces to Chola dynasty around 10th to 11th century CE. Historically, it was maintained by rulers of Kulothunga Cholan and Vikirama Cholan. Vikirama Cholan. Kulothunga Cholan as well as Vikirama Cholan. Clear? So, it features a sanctum, east-facing gopuram and richly carved outer walls. East-facing gopuram, richly carved outer walls as well as featuring a sanctum. So, clear? Is it all clear? Can you understand? Okay, so it is won UNESCO Asia Pacific Award of Distinction for Cultural Heritage. Directly in the exam, they can ask you which of the following Indian temples in the year 2024 has been awarded UNESCO's Asia Pacific Award for Distinction for Cultural Heritage site. That is Tukakachi Abatsaheshwar Temple. Okay, or else they can frame statements at first statement. Identify the following temple with which matches its features. The first one, it is located on the banks of river Alasayeswar. Okay, this can be your first statement. The second statement can be it has won 2024 UNESCO Asia Pacific Award for Cultural Heritage Center conservation. Okay, so then they can give you the temples. Clear? So any of the major temples that are located in our country. Is it clear? Okay, this is all about the temple, UNESCO award-winning restoration temple. The next topic is Greenland. Okay, Greenland will always be in use because of changing climate patterns, and the most affected island in the world is Greenland. And how it is being affected? Because of melting glaciers. Glaciers melt అవుతూ ఉన్నాయి, అండ్ గ్రీన్లాండ్ ఈస్ యాక్చువల్లీ అక్కడ మెల్ట్ అయ్యే ఐస్ మొత్తము అదర్ కోస్టల్ ఏరియాస్ని మొత్తం సింక్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ ద కంటెక్స్ట్. సో హియర్ ద ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సైన్స్ టీమ్, ఇంటర్నేషనల్గా ఉన్న సైంటిస్టులు మొత్తము స్టడీ చేయడం కోసము సెట్ ఎ సేల్ ఫర్ గ్రీన్లాండ్కి వెళ్ళి వెదర్ అక్కడ మెల్ట్ అవుతున్న గ్లేషియర్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అట్లాంటిక్ కరెంట్ సిస్టమ్ని ఎలా మాడిఫై చేస్తున్నాయి అని చెప్పేసి స్టడీ చేయడం కోసము ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సైన్స్ టీమ్ హ్యాస్ సెటప్ ఎ సెయిల్ టు గ్రీన్లాండ్ టు స్టడీ the melting glaciers and its impact. Greenland is the world's largest non-continental island. Remember this, continental island is Australia, non-continental island is Greenland. Geographically it is a part of North America, between it as well as Europe ki and North America ki madhyalo untundi Greenland. It is an autonomous Danish territory. So this also you remember capital Nuuk, because recently US president, when he was giving a speech, he told that he wanted to occupy Greenland. Okay, then Danish people actually rejected that, and they conducted some we are not ready to do that and all. Okay, remember Greenland every control lo undi, it is control under Danish, but autonomous ga vallaku vallu rule cheskuntunnaru. It is a part of Danish. Geographically it is a part, the autonomous Danish territory. It is bordered by Arctic Ocean, Greenland Sea, North Atlantic Ocean, Davis Strait, Baffin Bay. So remember all these: Arctic Ocean, Greenland Sea, North Atlantic Ocean, Davis Strait, Baffin Bay. Clear? The highest point is Dubjon F-gel. It is rich in coal, iron ore, zinc, gold and diamonds. In the usually in the winter season, minus 50 degrees. Summer they see rarely above 10 to 15 degrees. So this is about Greenland. International science team researchers recently they are about to sail to Greenland to study the melting glaciers and how they are going to affect the Atlantic Ocean current. And it is the world's largest non-continental island. It's a part of North America, and Danish. It is an autonomous Danish territory. Its capital is Nuuk. It is bordered by Arctic Ocean, Greenland Sea, North Atlantic Ocean, Davis Strait, Baffin Strait. Clear? This is all about the Greenland. Next we have Gandak River. So which is very happy to listen name. Clear? Heavy rainfall in Nepal's catchment area has pushed the Gandak River's water level up sharply in Bihar. So Nepal lo ekko rain oste aa rain Gandak River water levels ni raise chesayi. Okay, so here we need to understand what is the connection between Nepal as well as Bihar. Okay, that clears your point why it is important for us. So probably we'll be in an assumption that we are not concerned with the Nepal's rainfall. Okay, so listen here, it's very important. It is a major left bank tributary of Ganga mentioned in Mahabharata. So already UPSC law, I think they have asked a question regarding Gandak River. It is a left bank or right bank tributary అనేసి ఒక statement based question అడిగారు. So again there can be a question from this area. It is formed by the union of Kali and Trisuli rivers in Nepal. Nepal Kali river, Trisuli river, ఈ టూ రివర్స్ జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత నేపాల్లో రివర్ ఫామ్ అయింది, known as Kali Gandaki or Narayani, Kali, Gandaki or Narayani. So in India, it enters near Valmiki Nagar, Bihar. So listen, Bihar ki and Nepal ki link enti Valmiki Nagar and joins the Ganga near Hazipur. It joins the Ganga near Hazipur. About 630 kilometers long, 185 kilometers in Nepal and 445 kilometers in India. So here they can frame a statement from this. Gandak River is located mostly in Nepal or mostly in India. So most part of the Gandak River is located in India. It is a left bank tributary of Ganga. Okay, its basin includes Dhaulagiri, Manaslu, Annapurna. It feeds Chitwan National Park. Chitwan National Park. Sorry, excuse me. Chitwan National Park and Valmiki Tiger Reserve. Valmiki Tiger Reserve. These two we need to remember very precisely because straightforward direct questions can be asked from this. Chitwan National Park and Valmiki Tiger Reserve are fed by which of the following rivers? It also forms a left bank tributary of river Ganga. So these can be your statement. Clear? So understand from where it enters from Nepal to India, from which district it enters into India. It is Valmiki Nagar. Sorry, from which village? Valmiki Nagar, Bihar. It joins the Ganga near Hazipur. Clear? Is this all clear about Gandak River? The next one is, yeah. So we'll have a quick review of what we have done. Ravidasyas, why they are in news, what they have done, and all we have discussed. They are asking for separate category to be recognized their religion in the census. Next, Colobus congensis is a type of African, new African monkey species which has been identified in Democratic Republic of Congo. Korgu tribe we discussed about. Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary we discussed. We discussed about Greenland. Greater Nab Island we discussed. Mobile phone manufacturing scheme we have discussed. We discussed about capacities program. We discussed about Tukakashi temple. We discussed about Gandak river. So these are the major things to be remembered for today. So every day a single step will actually take you your dreams to an higher level. So every day, slowly you need to put your efforts to understand day by day, because it will be very difficult at the end of the day to read all the files at one time. Clear? So we'll see a few MCQs from this aspect. Consider the following statements regarding Ravidasyas. So they are primarily concentrated in Malwa region of Punjab. No, we already took Doab region of Punjab. Their holy book, Amrit Bani, yes. It contains hymns exclusively of Guru Ravidasas, yes. 200 hymns we talked about. Guru Ravidas has propagated the philosophy of Nirguna Bhakti, yes, formless worship of God. So therefore, 2 and 3 statements are right. With reference to Greater Nub Island, consider the following statements. It is located in Strait of Malacca. So already I have told you it is Strait of Hormuz. Okay. Strait of Hormuz. It has been under Iranian control since 1971. True. It is one of the 3 islands disputed between Iran and UAE. Yes, we discussed this. Therefore, 2 and 3. Which of the following statements about Colobus congensis are correct? It is discovered in the rainforest of Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes. It is the first new African monkey species. Absolutely not. Yes, it is not the first one. It is probably the 5th one. It's closest known relative of Colobus satanus. Yes, it is true. Okay. Moving forward, consider the following statements about the mobile phone manufacturing scheme. It has a budget outlay of 62,500 crores. Yes, it offers a uniform incentives of 5%. We already told you it is a differential percentage from 2.5% to 5%. If we can precisely remember, it is from 2.5% to 5%. It provides an additional incentives linked to domestic sourcing of components. Yes, additional incentives కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు డొమెస్టిక్గా కాంపోనెంట్స్ని సోర్స్ అవుట్ చేస్తే. Which of the following statements about Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary are correct? It lies between Teesta and Mahananda rivers. Yes. It was primarily notified to protect the Indian bison and Royal Bengal tiger. Yes. Its eco-sensitive zone was recently expanded from 1 kilometer to 5 kilometer. It actually should be from 5 kilometers to 1 kilometer. Clear? So, government try to shrink the eco-sensitive zone from 5 kilometers to 1 kilometer. The next one, consider the following statements about Gandak river. It is a right bank tributary of Ganga. It is the left bank tributary of Ganga. It is formed by the union of Kali and Trisuli river. Yes, in Nepal. It enters India near Valmiki Nagar in Bihar. Yes, both 2 and 3 are right. So this is all for today. Thank you. Be prepared. Every day we'll be coming up with good current affairs so that you will be updated every day and understand your subject with the core concepts. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.